Alright, so in this lecture, we're going to learn about a function called GroupBy, okay? And our data for this is going to be a little bit different. So what I want you to do is go open up your Chrome, and I want you to search City of Chicago or Chicago salaries, okay? So if you just search for Chicago salaries, it might be the first link or it might be the second link. Let me take a look. Yeah, it's going to be the second link. First or second, doesn't really matter. But once you open it up, you should see something called a menu. And what I want you to do is go ahead, menu, and then download. So over here, let me make this a bit smaller for you guys. And menu, download. So Chicago shares its name, salaries, position titles, etc. To the whole world. So all we're going to be doing is getting a CSV of that, and then we are going to basically, I'm going to be showing you how the GroupBy function works. So you're probably wondering, well, why am I taking a new file for this? And the reason is because of how it's laid out, because of basically the department-wise and stuff like that. It's just going to make our lives a bit more easier, okay? So let me go ahead and minimize this, and let's get started with our basic pandas. And what I want you to do is, let's go ahead and create a headers. Or let's wait. Headers is equal to, we have name, we have title, we have department, and we have salary. Okay, so those are our four headings. And now let's go ahead and create a Chicago data frame. That is equal to pd.readCSV, and in brackets we're gonna say city, or what did it save as? Let me take a look. So Finder, it's saved as this. That's a bit big, so I'm just gonna call this as Chicago data. Okay, so it's now Chicago data, and let me move this to my documents because that's where it actually everything is saved. So pd.readCSV Chicago data.csv. Okay, and then let's go ahead and say header equal to false, so that basically moves that top row down, and then names is equal to headers. Okay, so hit enter, and now if you say chicago.head, we get our name, title, department, and salary. So today, again, we're going to be talking about the GroupBy function, and we're not going to be doing too much with it, but I want you to understand how it works. So the pandas GroupBy returns a data frame GroupBy object, which has a variety of methods. Okay, so what I want you to do is, let's go ahead and let's call this DEPT, department is equal to Chicago dot GroupBy department. So if you're not sure what the GroupBy function does, it's basically groups it by the department. Okay, so this department variable is our data frame, except it's now grouped by department. So department's that key index over here. So there's two functions here that we're going to talk about right now. One is the count function, and second is the size function. So if you say department.count, and then you specify just the head part for now, we don't want the whole thing, it returns us the total number of not null values within each column. Okay, that's what the count function does. So for admin hearing, there are 39 not null values for name, 39 not null values for title, and so on. The other function here is the size function. So department.size.head basically returns us the number of times or the total number of records. Okay, so every time admin hearing is seen, plus one is added. So there are 39 instances of admin hearing, 67 of animal control, 1344 of aviation, 111 of board election, and so on. So again, this is pretty useful data if you want to find out, hey, how many people are in aviation, stuff like that. Now there is also, you can do summations. You can find the sum of stuff, you can find the mean, you can find the median. The way that works is, again, you need integer values. Right now the values are in $signs, so we won't be able to do them. But going back to maybe a more simpler CSV file, the way it works is you can do stuff like data frame. This is not a real variable, but you'd say data frame.sum or you could do data frame dot mean, and you can do data frame dot median. Okay, so all those good stuff, you can do that with the GroupBy object. So as you can see right now, there is no integer for which we can do this for, since all the values are strings. However, next time whenever we choose, or when we're talking about the GroupBy function, you can always perform these summation functions with the GroupBy object. Okay, so again, like I was saying, this is a short lecture. I don't want to talk too much about the GroupBy right now, but following this lecture and lectures after that one, basically we're going to finish up the pandas module now. So we'll go back to our movies, and we are just going to learn a few more key concepts where we will create some charts from our data using matplotlib, and we're also going to learn some other pretty neat stuff. Okay, so that's all good, and I'll see you in the next lecture.